So good morning, everybody. Sorry I had to go on mute there for a moment. I may have to do that one more time. My dogs are having a little bit of a moment, so as they do. Something obviously disturbing them this morning. How are you? And how has your weekend been? Hope it was good. Hope it was fun. So we're into tarot school this morning. And we're continuing with the minor cards, and we're now at the Pentacle family. The Pentacle family, the Earth family. So I want to welcome you all, and that's the cards that will be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Hello, Jaswinder Kaur. How are you? Good morning to you. This is Tarot School. You're very welcome. If you'd like to learn more about some of the cards and the meanings, this is just some keynotes and a beginner's refreshing guide to looking at the cards for the very first time or getting to know more about the cards. Or if you are starting from scratch, this is for you. So, good morning, Jaswinder. So, have we got anybody else? We've got a couple of people joining us. It's lovely to see you all. So I'm going to kick off here with the Pentacle family. That's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So let's go on to our first Ace of Pentacles, our first card for today. A wonderful card, new beginnings. All aces are new beginnings. I hope everybody can hear me loud and clear. I can always turn my microphone up just a weeny bit. Hopefully that's good and you can all hear me. Oh, right, okay, somehow there. My camera just changed, goodness knows why, but there you go. Let me just get that right. What's happened there? So, just feels like I've suddenly lost myself. Bear with me. So we have this amazing opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is new financial opportunities, but it's also things that are material, wonderful material things that can cause us to actually say things are going to come to fruition, but it's at the beginning. All aces start off with something that's brand new. Now, it can be a card of wealth. It can be a very lucky card, a lucky time, wonderful golden opportunities, things that are happening in fantastic ways. So you've got this amazing opportunity. And if you look at the card, you can see the growth that's going on there in the garden. And if you look, you can see in the background there, the gateway is almost like a horseshoe. Horseshoe is sort of, lucky, seen as something that you are able to have fortune and you are in a good space. But pentacle means that this is already happening, okay? So that is something that's already happening and is going into a place where it's materializing. So people think this is just money, but it's not. It's consolidation and tangibility of things that have already started to happen. So if I drew this card today, by comparison to whether I drew this card, which is the Ace of Cups, the big difference is Ace of Cups tells me I want it, I'm burning to go for that. And the Ace of Pentacles tells me I've already made something happen and now it's going to grow. So that's the difference, okay? And that's where your suits come in really, really importantly and what they all actually mean. I'm just going to mess about with my camera a little bit here. Sorry, I'm not quite sure why. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit more like it, okay? Okay, hope that's all right for everybody, okay? And perhaps we can actually just move that in there. So the Pentacle family, things that are materializing, things that are actually tangible, things that are happening, things that are starting to come into a point where you can say, I can touch it. It's there. I've got it in my hand, okay? So Ace of Pentacles, fabulous card, lucky card, things are materializing, you're at the beginning of your journey and it's a golden opportunity to keep building. But remember that something has already happened and materialized. If you're asking a question and a pentacle comes up, it means something's already there. It's not a case of I think this, or I am wanting this, and I'm going to do this. This means something's already happened. So you've got the evidence, if you like, that it's already there. So look at it as a product, something that's actually in your hands, it's tangible. Now, what are you going to do with that? That's the important thing, isn't it? Okay. Good morning, everybody. Just wondering if anyone else is joining us. We've got a few people here today. Hoping you can all hear me. So that would be really good. Lovely. Excellent stuff. So if you do want to actually download the files, they'll be available coming up. Oh, hi, Scorpio. Thank you very much. I do hope that you see it like that. And Scorpio, I have done the course through the 78 cards. This is the last of the cards, but you can watch them on my YouTube channel. You're very, very welcome. Or you can join my Facebook groups, as in my Facebook group is Tarot with Anne-Marie, and that's the page. The group is Talk About Tarot under Tarot with Anne-Marie, so you're welcome to do that. And my YouTube channel, of course, Tarot with Anne-Marie. Go back, look at them anytime. But if you are on the Facebook group, you can get access to exactly this PDF file, which is just the image that you've got there and the key points, okay? So remember that it's important that what suit are you actually looking at? And if you are looking at swords, it's thoughts. If you are looking at cups, it's the emotions. And if you are looking at wands, that's the actions. We're into the pentacles, so this is something that's tangible, something that's happening. So if somebody's saying to you, will that person do this? And we get a sword, they're thinking about it. And it depends on what number the sword is, whether a court card comes up, of course. But remember, I say to you, and I really cannot go back to using any other method than what I use, which is I work in pairs. And if you look at any of my videos, you will see that feeding the minor card into the major card is what it's all about, so that you can see exactly what's happening. Scorpio and Jaswinda, go back and look at the other information. Go look at the videos that I've made, keeping them very, very short and sweet. And then you can work upon what it is that you're feeling and your intuition, and it all feeds from that. But your confidence comes from knowing just some basic meanings about what your cards actually are. So I'm going to move on to Two of Pentacles. Here we go. So this is a card of juggling finances, and this is like robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay, and you can see this fellow standing here, with the infinity sign and juggling two things at once. Okay, so there's something that's already happening. Remember that. Okay, and this is also somebody that could have two part-time jobs. It's also about if somebody's saying, I'm going to get a new job, and this comes up, this is an internal transfer. Okay, so it's depending on where it is, what it is, but this is card of internal transfer, whereas Ace of Wands, new beginning. Yes, maybe a new job, but is it internal or is it external? So then you'd look to see where the Fool is. And if the Fool is actually nothing to do with this question, say, of their work, you would know that this is not a new opportunity. And if the Hermit came up, you'd go, crikey, you're going to get a job here that's connected with the past, your experience, you see? So this is a great card. It's also doing things. I know we all juggle finance, don't we? I'm going to move it here and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And sometimes doing two part-time jobs, I'm doing a bit of this and a bit of that. Exactly what I'm doing. I've got other projects that I do. Of course, it's mostly related to tarot, but I've got another channel and something else as well. And yes, it's juggling things. So certain days you do certain things and so on. New job offer. It can be, but I would say that you would really need to look for where it's coming up. Is it coming up in the 6th house, which is the house of Virgo? Remember, I will be going on to teach you my method of an extended Celtic cross. Number one, it will be that I'm showing you how all those positions can mean something, but also intermediate course is how to work in pairs and how to feed the energy from the minor card into the major card. Or if it's a court card, how you are feeding the major card into the court card energy to look at the aspects of that person. Okay, so it's Earth with the Pentacle family, and it's something that you can actually say it's already tangible, it's already materializing. You know, if you're looking for a yes or no, you're always looking for a pentacle. If you haven't got a pentacle, you're looking for a wand. And, you know, if you're getting the other suits coming up, you've got people thinking or feeling. Doesn't mean they're necessarily going to do that, does it? Okay, so there we go. Excuse me for a moment. I'm just going to grab my water. Cheers, everybody. So moving forwards, we're looking here at the next card, which is the Three of Pentacles. If you look, that is a scene that signifies a group of people. And in the card, we've got a stonemason carving out the beauty of the stone and making it into lovely shapes and carvings there, because this is somebody that is working, and that's what the card is showing. And if we look, that could be an architect standing there with the papers, there's the priest, as in, or the monk in the background there, and everybody's working together. So this is very much a card of employment. This is very much a card of a group of people doing different things. The significance of the three characters is they all bring something different to the table. There you have the worker who's skilled. There you have the person that is probably looking at the plans, and that's probably the brains of the whole thing. And then you've got the person that's perhaps the owner or the keeper, or the person that actually wants their ideas, and they've got to live with this. So, you know, it's all part of a circle of people who are working together. And so this is saying that if you're going to work, this is not self-employment. This is working with a small group of people. Sometimes it's a cooperative. Sometimes it signifies a school or hospital, church. I always look at this as councils and governments. If we look at the church, it's letting us know about a community, and a community is usually run by individuals that kind of keep law and order and make things go into places where it's precise. You know, we've got that structure, we've got that coming together, and we've got that support. So, you know, if you're working for a place like the government or the council, you are supported, aren't you? Knowing that that organisation, and that's the word, that organisation or that group or gathering are employing you and you're working together. So this is the Three of Pentacles. It can also say that this is elevating your position. Maybe you're becoming more skilled. Maybe there's some more training involved here. But it is a card of working with lots and lots of people. Okay, so I wonder if anybody's got any questions for us. So let's just pause for a second before we move on to the next one. How you all finding the court cards? You know, people always find that court cards are tricky. And court cards are the most wonderful part of when you read. Somebody's saying something here, hasn't quite come up yet. Oh, right, you do. Scorpio S3, please come and join us on the Facebook group, as in, because there's lots of discussions going on there. And I will be continuing the journey through intermediate. This is just beginners, key points, so that I know that people have got some understanding of the cards before they want to dive in and go into intermediate. And you know, there it is. Well, a court card is an aspect of the person that's having the reading. And if you know your court cards, and if you go through the series here and go back over when I've done the swords and the cups and the wands, and now the pentacles, we'll be coming to those in a week or so. It depends how much progress we make here on this one today, you will find that the court cards, as in, have an astrological sign. Okay, so you've got King of Cups, which is Cancer. All right, you've got Page of Cups, and that's Pisces, and Page of Swords, and that's Aquarius, and so on. So if you know the court cards and you know the astrological sign, that is an aspect of the person who's having the reading. So when you're looking and you're seeing, gosh, I'm reading for this person, and all these pages are coming out, well, that's the person you're reading for. Okay, if they're Page of Swords, they're behaving in a way that, what is Page of Swords? It's Aquarius. Irritated, annoyed, maybe late at picking up information, maybe getting flustered, doesn't pick it up as quickly as they could, late with their communication, that kind of thing. Or you get a page and it's Page of Wands, good at talking, capable of actually commanding attention and communicating well. Or you get Page of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles is study, meticulous attention to detail. And if you look at that card, you will actually be able to see it. So we're moving on to that. And say, I'm so mixed up, there's kings and queens. Of course, because there's different aspects of us where we're more mature in certain areas and, we're more naive in others. When I first did my reading, my first professional reading, if this card comes in a reading with the Ace of Pentacles, what does it mean? If this card comes in a reading with the Ace of Pentacles, it means that you've already started with a new beginning, and that there's something tangible in what you're doing, and it's starting to happen, and things are working with you. So you've already thought about it, you've already connected with it emotionally, you've already made that action happen. And therefore, you're working at it. Think of it like this. I want a cup of tea, okay? So I'm thinking about it. Oh, I really want a cup of tea. Gosh, lovely. That would be the Ace of Swords. I really, really want this cup of tea. I want it, I want it, I want it. Well, now I've really connected with it emotionally, but I still don't have that cup of tea. I just think it and want it. So that would be the Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands. Okay, I'm going to make a cup of tea. So Ace of Wands is you're doing it. So the kettle's boiling, you're putting the tea bag in the cup, whatever. Okay. Ace of Pentacles is I have my cup of tea. In my case, folks, this is coffee, so excuse me. So Ace of Pentacles is here I have my cup of tea or my cup of coffee. That is what it means. So what is the question being asked? That's what you've got to look at. So never just try and read for somebody and them go, oh, just give me a general. Because on what? I can tell you so much, but what if you're not interested in that aspect and your time is limited with me and I am limited with my time with you, my client? Therefore, I can only give you what it is you would like to know. And people say, and I love this one, oh, but you're the psychic. You should know what I want. Actually, no. It is a privilege to read for somebody. I do not have access to what it is you're thinking and feeling without your permission. So please, if you would like some information, I would gladly give it to you. But where are we looking? I put 44 cards out in somebody's spread. There are 22 different positions. Which one in this short period of time is it that you would like me to look at for you? And that is how you do it. You love tea. Oh, well, I can't stomach it. I can't even bear the smell of tea. So I'm glad that you do, and I appreciate and love the fact that people do like tea. But I'm a good coffee fiend. As long as we've all got something that we enjoy. Think of it in that way, Scorpio. I love your questions. Thank you so much. I wish people would ask more questions. This is what this is all about. This is just the beginning. We're just checking in here, but there's no point in me just giving you facts and information without it becoming and meaning something to you, it comes alive. You're able to look at things. So, let's look at just an example here. I don't know. Well, look at that. I've just pulled out one of my cards. Hello, Casey Carter. I've never asked you what the star sign is. I've never asked you what your my star sign. Come on, folks. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Why don't you have a guess? That'll be funny, won't it? Okay. I wonder. Casey, I'm gonna ask a couple of people. Come on then. Would anybody like to actually have a guess of what my star sign is? Okay, let's give it a couple of minutes and then I will reveal my star sign to you. But I'd like to know what your thoughts and comments are on that. That would be so much fun. I'm just going to move my camera around a little bit. I hope that's better. Okay, why? Because I want to show you this. Okay, so Libra, no. No. Thank you for that, though. That's I do like Libra. So here we have the Tower. Leo. I've got a Leo moon, Casey, so you're bang on. It's probably the aspect of me that definitely comes through here. Does anybody else want Leo? I've got the Leo moon, which is probably why I can do what I'm doing here, isn't it? And actually entertain you all, I hope, as in with Tasty Tarot, okay? So I'm loving this. It's so much fun. Aquarius. Oh, no, no, I'm not. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. This is so much fun. I don't know very much how much Aquarius I've got in my natal chart at all. I'm actually asking, believe it or not, the wonderful, 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 oh, good, Casey, yeah, definitely Leo moon in me. The wonderful Jonathan Kana, who is no longer with us, who was my favourite astrologer of all time, who passed away about 4 years ago now, his nephew, who is somebody I actually personally know and is a dear friend of mine, I've known him for many years, has taken over Jonathan's astrological business, and I have attached that link to my website, so tarotwithanne-marie.com. Go and have a look. And every day you can actually get your stars, because he's working in conjunction with my site, because I've added him. And that's okay, we talked about that. But I want you to know that you can go and look at that. And there is an app for Oscar and Jonathan Kana. And I urge you to have a look. Have a look on my website. We are going to be putting a natal chart on there so we can all find out our ascendants, etc. Sagittarius, no. Okay, well, I've given you a couple of minutes there, haven't I? Why am I holding up the Tower card? I am Cancer. Like famous Cancerians, George Michael, Princess Diana. That's who I am, Cancer. Right, let's just use these examples for a minute in here. I have the Tower, okay, and the Ace of Cups. Let's make sure that's in camera. Okay, so as a pair, okay, that would be totally different if it came up with a pentacle, okay? And you see, you're a Capricorn, Casey, so I am exactly the opposite of you, and that is why you will find that your opposite sign has nurture and fabulous rapport and connection to the opposite sign. So no wonder your friend is a Cancerian. We're good friends to have, We never walk away, we walk sideways. We get hurt, very hurt. I go on with Cancer with them being my switch side. Exactly, exactly, darling. So if we had the Tower card and the Ace of Cups, for example, the Tower card is very much about being unsettled, okay, or being pushed by Mars. And if you have that with, say, the Ace of Cups, and I'm just using that as an example of the card that was right next to me there, it would be that you are unsettled in something that is beginning and you're having an emotional response to it. But if the Tower appeared with a pentacle, and let's say it was the Ace of Pentacles, Scorpio, excuse me, my throat suddenly dried, please. Excuse me. Jaswinder, you too. What's your star sign? Actually, everybody, why don't you tell us your star sign? So lovely. Facebook user that was gasping at what my star sign is. Okay, so if you had a situation where you had a pentacle there, you could be unsettled or being pushed into something that has already materialized in a project or something that is tangible. The difference here is it's not in an emotional thing. It's in something that's already happened or happening. So it's products, work, objects, things that have happened, things that you are making happen. It's gone beyond action. You're already doing it. You know, I have a job. I am this. This is what I am doing. This is what is happening. That's your pentacles. Yes, it's finance, it's money, but it's also letting you know whether or not it's going to happen. Okay, and whether somebody will go through, I'm thinking it, I'm feeling it, I'm doing it, therefore it's going to arrive. Hello, Natalie Robinson. Hello from South Africa. How are you? Okay, my name's Anne-Marie. Very welcome here. We're doing Tarot School and we're kind of winding up because it's a half hour and we've got to the Three of Pentacles, and hopefully I'm giving you some tasters for what it's going to be like when you know your basic cards. So go back and look at all the key points. Download the files. My darling friend Angela is on holiday at the moment, so next week, if there's any files missing, you know, do let us know. She's on holiday, so the files for today may not actually be there until next week. But, you know, I'm hoping that you can download as many as you want. I normally put them up the next day or the same day as the class. But in this case, the lady that does that for me is on holiday and she deserves a jolly good old rest. Oh, thank you. Natalie, please just subscribe to my channel, everybody, and please, please, please do join my Facebook page and do like and share, because the only way I can keep making content for you all is if I have an audience to work with, and I have a full-time job. I have lots of different projects. I also have another YouTube channel on something entirely different. It all takes my time and I am more than happy, but I need feedback and I need you to share and I need to keep making good content. And there's no point if I'm not actually able to get your feedback or for this to be shared, because somebody gave this gift to me. And, you know, I went to tarot school for 3 years and I studied way before that, and I've continued to study ever since, and I'm still joining groups and learning things because, do you know what? Sometimes something just speaks to you and you go, yes, that makes so much sense to what it is that I'm trying to figure out or I'm trying to express or trying to interpret. And I do read professionally every day, and I have done so. I'm back. Sorry. That's awful, but that's what you get for rescuing dogs. So that's the other thing and the other proof of my time. So please join the channel. YouTube.com, Tarot with Anne-Marie. Join the Facebook page, as in Talk About Tarot. That's where you'll get your folders. Please do share the videos. They're there for everybody. And yes, this magical method that I learned 30 years ago, in the way that I'm going through things now, is an accumulation of being able to put a major and minor card together, but it's also how you can go, no, I absolutely stand by what I've said to you. This is what you're thinking, this is what you're feeling, this is what you're acting, and this is who it is. And that's what's important, isn't it, folks? To know that you're right. Then your intuition comes flying through because you've got the basis and foundations of how this actually works. So please do share and subscribe and like my channel. And I do live, so I'll be reading for you all. I'm doing some Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. That's Instagram, Tarot with Anne-Marie Kenny. So please do look out for my posts. I do some crystal ball, I do crystals, I do the tarot. Casey will tell you. She's one of my clients and very recent to me. And they've been spreading the word for me. So I'm getting this show on the road. I've worked for 30 years for a company that I was part of, and I sat that about. But now I'm actually fluttering my wings on my own, and I'm doing some YouTube. So here we are. So thank you so much for joining me. Please join me next week, as in for more Tarot School and Tarot Tuition. I'm here on Mondays at 9 a.m. UK time. So honestly, thank you for your time. Do like, subscribe, share, please, please, please. And join me when I go live. Why not go into the YouTube channel and subscribe and ring the bell? When you ring the bell, you will be alerted to every time that I'm coming up on YouTube or that I'm uploading a video. I'm going to be doing a lot more live on Instagram and a lot more live as in on YouTube with more regular spots. But I'm just waiting for another couple of weeks while the weather cools down. It's incredibly hot here in Turkey at the moment, so please do bear with us. It's just too hot for me to film in a studio where there's no aircon. Trust me, to have a studio with no aircon. Every room in my house has but that one. But, I've got the space here, and yes, we're getting there. So thank you so much for joining us. I do hope you enjoyed the Pentacles today. We went off into lots of stuff where you can be excited about intermediate, you can be excited about working with pairs, and you can work with the elements and know exactly what things mean. And believe me, then you are reading in a very scientific and a very, very educated way. And yes, your meanings will evolve. I'm just giving you key points. If I give you too much, you can't remember anything. So try and learn your court cards. Do come to me anytime. I'm here there for you to be in a position to know that I am here to answer your questions. And that's what the Talk About Tarot group is for as well on Facebook. See you next week, darlings. Thank you so much for joining me. It was absolutely lovely. And thank you so, so much, Natalie Robinson and Jeswinda Kaur, Casey Carter, Facebook user, and Scorpio S3. Lovely. So, and also, why don't you post on this video what your star signs are? Scorpio S3. Think you might be a Scorpio. And Casey Carter Capricorn. I think that's a new name for you. Okay, see you soon. I've got new messages here. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. Arthur Cohen, Doyle page tomorrow. Oh, well, lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you too. So I'll see you soon, my lovelies. Be back next week for some more Pentacles and some more Tarot. Until then, thank you for watching and do subscribe. Bye-bye. Like and share my page. Bye.